Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to...
Now, Glamour Girls 1 was the movie that brought you fame and fortune, you know. I need you to take us back to that movie set and tell us your most memorable experience while filming Glamour Girls 1, where you played the role of Doris.
Glamour Girls 1 came out in 1994, but it was shot in 1992. And you remember what was going on in 1992 during the MKO Abiola period, the sit at home, all of that, all that crisis. And I remember Kenneth Nibwe, you know, this man refused to take no. When you say you can't come to set, what do you mean you can't come to set? I don't see taxi, I can't get fuel. And he bought I think he bought a tanker load of fuel and filled up a bus that he would use to go and pick each and every one of us from our different sets, from our different houses, to come to set. Wow. And I remember how close we all were. Some days we would work till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and they will still take us home. Each and every one of us must go home. You understand? I remember that. I remember how close myself and Liz Benson were. She would always make sure that I had everything I needed around me. You know, she was the one who taught me how to use my jewelry. Those days we were not too much into all the heavy makeup and all of that. We were not into wigs and all of that. You know, we had our own clothes. You know, she taught me how to do all of that. And then we had people like Kepi Ekpeyong on set also, Bimbo Manuel, and each and every one of them, Ignis Ekwe also, each and every one of us, one of them helped me. And then working on the set itself, I don't know, it must have come naturally because I really wasn't out to impress anyone. I wasn't planning on impressing anyone. In fact, when it came out, I didn't even know. It was the day I was driving from my house to work. I just saw this large billboard and I saw myself standing there. And I had to tell my father, I said, you know, and then I had to go and start reporting myself to my father. Yes, I acted the movie. What? You did what? What do you mean? Why would you do that? But we have surpassed all of that. He was very ashamed. He was very embarrassed. But now he's happy because they call him Gloria and father.
It's like, you know, from my own observation, it's like you're beginning to pay more attention to things that concern the Catholic women organization now. I saw you the other day with the bishop, and I mean, what prompted that?
I don't know. When I got married, my first few years of marriage, we were living very far in a very, you know, interior place. And you know how it is in Lagos when you're living so far. You don't really want to go out to the mainland. You don't want to do much. And so I started focusing on, you know, going to church. It's not a matter of like giving myself to Christ. I mean, I'm Christ's daughter. I'm Jesus's daughter. So it was that I found a whole new life there. And then I started, you know, working with them, giving, you know how they say it, in church you give either your time, your talent, or your treasure. As an actor, I didn't have treasure to give, so I give my time and my talent. You know, so I was giving my time and my talent, and I kept on being invited to a lot of the events, and I had to be the one to carry the microphone and speak, you know. Then I started growing from there. I became Vice President of the Women CWO, that's Catholic Women Organization. I was also Vice President of the laity, that's all the lay people in that particular church, parish. And then I started growing from there. I became the PRO of the Archdiocese, PRO of the CW of the Archdiocese, that is, of the whole of Lagos. And since then, it's been 6, 7, so many years I've been doing that, you know, and I have enjoyed every minute of it. I have loved it. It's not just giving my time and talent to God. It's also, you know, gaining something from it and enjoying doing it. So I enjoy doing it. It doesn't change who I am because I've always been me. I don't have any vices I need to hide. I don't have any issues I need to hide away from the church. And the church is for sinners like me, to change people like me.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that line. I like that. All right. So, what are the other new things that are happening in your life?
So many new things are happening in my life. So many new things happening in my life.
Can you share stuff with us?
No, I can't. You know, they say before you do, you knock on wood, cock. No, but you all will get to see it.
Now, you attended the Methodist Girls High School in Yaba. What fond memories of your days back then do you still remember?
I still remember. In fact, we have this alumni where we remind ourselves occasionally of things that have happened or that happened. I remember so many things that happened in that school. I was a tomboy. I was troublesome. I got into a lot of trouble, but not those kind of troubles that girls get into these days. So it wasn't it was half boarding, and I was a day student, and so I was going home every day, and we had a clique of friends. I still have those friends till today. Basically, it was a normal, life for a young girl. And remember, it was an all girls. I remember lots of things about a lot of my teachers. I hated maths. I still hate maths till today, and I think that must have been because of Form 3, third year in secondary school. My maths teacher was not friendly, so I think that was the issue. But basically, that's it.
Now, afterwards, you left for the United States of America. You left for Dallas, to be specific. What did you study in school over there?
I studied mass communication. Okay. I studied mass communication there, and I had this flair for writing. I was focusing more on journalism, and that was why when my dad insisted I come back, I went and started working with Daily Times, and Daily Times looked at my credentials and said, "You never studied journalism finish. Now it's mass communication you study. So go back and do journalism. Go and do 2 years." And so I went to do 2 years at the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. Then I was working with Daily Times under Onyema Ugochukwu. And as I was writing feature stories with them, I was also co-energy correspondent. And yes, I knew how to write, but I didn't know how to do interviews and reports and all of that. And so I went to the school. And so I was going to the school and working at the same time. Yeah. I had people like Lola Olakunri, Eniola Olakunri, I had Faj, I had lots of people on my end at that time. Yeah. Kule Bakari.